In 1975, I was visited by an alien, a woman from the flower planet. And ever since then, I have used what she taught me. It was a revelation about the technology I was teaching at the University of Washington. I learned that printing originated in the prehistoric caveman times with the handprints on the wall. That's a long story. But now I'm using what I learned in my 50 years in printmaking and the arts education, that 3D printing is the latest printmaking medium. And it is really different from the first four: relief, intaglio, stencil, and planographic. But it has some similar characteristics. And one of them, probably the main one, is the time and the fact that it uses digital technology. And because it uses digital technology, time becomes a more important factor. Now, in the past, it was how long it took to etch a plate, or to carve linoleum, or just to learn all the techniques, and then the time that it takes to execute the techniques. The problem with those media, as I see it today, with my opinion, is they're not sustainable, and in education, they're pretty useless to children and families. Times have changed. And one of the factors that I like is that as I sit here watching this time-consuming process, I have time to think. And I had time to think when I was using the old media too, sit and stare at my work, meditate on what I'm doing and the rest. But now I like to pick up a scrap of paper and write notes. And I'm actually would write a book, but not a book in the old ways, but probably using interactive media, video, and the rest. And I began writing reasons I like 3D printmaking. The first one, it's 4D, the fourth dimension, time. It's slow and meditative. It allows for multitasking and contemplation. The second is it's interactive. It's man and machine. I'm interacting with the machines, managing these colors and the rest. The third is it's recursive. I'm understanding that recursivity means kind of going back and starting over, but it's not the same. As they say, if you step into a river, it's not the same river you might step into 10 minutes later. Things have changed. In recursivity, you bring with that second step in the water what you learned the first time. So your knowledge builds and builds on a kind of a spiral. The fourth is it's interactive with technicians. I have some problems when I'm learning my new printer, how to change the spools. Sometimes you get an error on the screen. What do? And you go to your computer and you interact with somebody in China who's going to help you solve your problem. And the fifth one I have, and I'm going for 10. I want to find 10 reasons I like 3D printmaking to share with people. The fifth one is it's intergenerational. When I'm working on this as a teacher, I feel like I might bring something to children that they can use. If I taught them how to do a linoleum cut, which is nice, it exercises your hand and eye coordination and skills and so forth, but doesn't stop there. So I'm trying to bring a consciousness of the origins of printmaking, what I call the printmaking ethos, which started in the caves in Paleolithic era, maybe as part of a ceremony, maybe as part of a ritual, I don't know. But in interacting with, with kids and to try to relate 3D printmaking to the vast, long history, and then to position the kids into bringing the printmaking ethos into whatever life they are launching. So I feel like it's intergenerational, and that doesn't leave out mature people, the kids' parents, grandparents, friends, and so on. It's intergenerational. When I'm studying and learning how to do 3D printing, I think I'm doing, many things at the same time. As I said, it's slow and meditative, makes you want to write a book. Well, thanks for watching.